This is Natasha Mendoza for her speech on World Crisis. I'll show you my audience before I get started. On the phone, I've got my mom watching since she does not live in the same city, so we're video chatting with her so she can watch.
Hi!
And there's my audience. Okay. Let's make America great again. We've heard that statement a lot in this past year or so, and what a quote it has been. Who wouldn't want to make the country in which we live the best place to be? The biggest thing to consider when wanting to make the country great is to remember to include thoughts of all members of race, ethnicity, background, status, along with families. My family and I are in the process of obtaining citizenship for one of our family members. I have been researching the process and have witnessed from personal friends and family the hardships families face when attempting to obtain papers to work and or to reside in this country. Individuals and families from other countries that reside here in the U.S. do not wish to be undocumented. They don't wish to live in fear of being uprooted from their current life, friends, and family, to be deported back to their original country of citizenship. They've built a life here with their family and their work and their homes and their cars. They don't want to be uprooted back to a country where they hadn't been for, it could be up to 25, 50 years that they hadn't been back to that country that they came from. If the process to gain eligibility to reside in this country was more cost-efficient, obtainable, and more assured, many have the credentials to qualify to become citizens of this country. So we'll talk about the benefits of immigrants from different Latin countries. We're going to focus more on the Latin countries because I noticed that a lot of immigration issues that are talked about in the news are focused more on countries from Latin America, Mexico, Cuba, stuff like that, different countries that speak Spanish. So benefits of immigrants in the United States. For the economy, some statistics. According to the United States Department of Homeland Security, it is estimated that 11.4 million illegal immigrants live in the United States, based on a census in January of 2012. This number, 11.4 million, is equivalent to the size of the state of Illinois' total population of people. Now imagine if that entire population was deported back to their original country that they came from. Imagine the people, if we're focusing on central Wisconsin, in which I reside, a lot of the immigrants at work on a farm. Imagine if they were all deported. Where would we get the people to work and take their places? If we didn't have somebody to take their places, how would we do the farm work? Where would we get our milk from, our eggs from, our stuff in the fields from? We don't have that many people to replace who are able and willing to work to replace those immigrants who would get deported back. And what about family life? There have been people who have been here for 50 years and they've built a life. They've built homes, bought homes, cars, made families, wives, children. If we uprooted them and their lives and back to where they came from, what would happen with the rest of the family? We're tearing spouses and children away from their family members. You have a loan out on a bank and they get deported back, that bank loses their money for the loan that they gave you. Immigrants do not want to stay immigrants in a foreign country. Most wish to be able to be here legally, but the process is not as simple and quick, like some people may assume. There are many different types of visas and forms of citizenship to become documented here in the United States. One way is naturalization, and this term refers to children who are born here from undocumented or documented persons, and they automatically assume citizenship. So if somebody had a baby, then all of a sudden, and they are born here in the United States, then they get a Social Security number and they're automatically citizens here in the United States. Another type of visa or form of citizenship is a green card. And a green card is a permit allowing foreign nationals to live and work permanently here in the United States. And there is a long process that goes along with green cards, which I will get to in a minute. Other types of visas are, there's a fiancé visa, which they have to, the person that they are asking to become a citizen has to be in their country. Okay, so if there was somebody who wanted their fiancé to become a citizen in the United States, their fiancé had to be in Mexico. And then there's a long process that goes along with that. But I'm going to focus more on the green card because that is a more popular way to gain citizenship or eligibility to be here in the United States. So according to the Department of Homeland Security, in order to obtain a green card through family, the requirements include petitioning your spouse to be who is a U.S. citizen. If you have a child who is a U.S. citizen, who is unmarried and under the age of 21, your child or your spouse who is a citizen can petition for you to apply for a green card. So the cost is a staggering amount. These costs include filing fees, hiring a lawyer, processing fees, and they can range anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 in order to gain your green card. So, just the cost alone, you're saving up for years to be able to even afford this process. And it's not even a sure thing every time or any time that you apply for it. So to start the process, you must first petition and file the I-130 form, and this must first be approved. So you can go on the USCIS.gov website, and they kind of take you through the process. You may start the process by yourself by filling out forms and paying for the forms to be filed. That's not a really sure thing, so many people hire a lawyer to do all the paperwork for them to get a more sure thing. It takes time. 6 months to a year and a half is the average time to become approved for this green card, if you are approved. So there are the benefits that we went through of immigrants and the negative consequences of losing them in the United States. We talked about the difficult and long and costly process to get any type of documentation in this country. So again, individuals and families from other countries who reside here in the U.S. do not wish to be undocumented. They don't wish to live in fear of being uprooted from their current life, friends, family, and to be deported back to their original country of citizenship. If the process to gain eligibility to reside in this country was more cost efficient, more easily obtainable, and more assured, many do have the credentials to qualify. It's just those obstacles to first get through to be able to qualify. So I want to thank you for being a part of this. And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, like I stated before, the USCIS.gov website provides you with any answers, questions. Lawyers if you're looking for a lawyer to start the process. or just to get any information, it's always there. There's always information out there. So, thank you.